What's up? What's up, everybody? Man, welcome.
Get it?
Welcome.
Get it?
Mikey with the moves. Welcome to another episode of Next Level Living.
What's up, y'all?
You feel me?
I mean,
Hey,
listen,
sometimes
just a
you know what?
disclaimer. When you
Y'all gotta
call
stop
him
running
Mikey,
from
he now
things,
has
man.
a different persona.
Like
Just a disclaimer.
you gotta understand, like, maybe when people call you by your new name, you haven't recognized it because you haven't embraced everything that it means. You know what? I have understand that in 2022, Mikey is just a new level. Like, Mikey is no longer a negative.
Come on.
Mikey right now
So-
is Jeremy telling me that he wants me to step it up. Like that, I just wasn't giving y'all enough. And when he calls me Mikey, he wants me to give y'all more. I am committed to giving y'all more of me in 2022. Jeremy, you can call me by whatever name that God puts on your heart. And every time I hear Mikey, I'm taking it to another level. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. This is about to be amazing. I
This sounds
can't
like
wait.
a setup. This sounds like new level, new devils.
Everybody. Yeah, and everybody went through that phase too. You know what I'm saying? Like they was for a while it was Michael Jordan, then they just start saying MJ. You know what I'm saying? Then they don't say Kobe mentality, they say Mamba mentality. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a different, bro. You know what I'm saying? They say in TV12, like, bro, when you on Brady status, like, yo, it's different. That's when them nicknames come in. That's when they emerge. And so, yeah, I'm glad you receiving it as love, bro. You know, it's like when my kids be like, when we hit you, when we FaceTime you, bro, they be like, Uncle Mikey, what's my name? Uncle Mike. Like, they be sad, like, Uncle Mike. I don't want Uncle Mike fussing at me, but they like it. What'd you say, Chris?
Yeah.
I said this sounds like a setup. I do not know what's going on here, but I just feel like something is coming.
You think Jay set me up?
Something's
Chris?
brewing.
I feel it too. I
just don't trust your effort. I don't trust you affirming what he's saying. This don't sound right to me. How are you affirming that? Look at this.
Chris,
you trust this thing?
I think Mike has Chris, I think Mike has good intentions. I think he came back off the conference. He knows I have nothing but love for him. Y'all. And he knows that my energy is always good. You know what I'm saying? Like, your energy, that's what we talking about today. Like, energy is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike just went through a shift. You know what I'm saying? Like truth be told, when I be in schools, I be telling kids to do the same thing. I was like, yo, when there's a bully picking on you, you stupid. Just be like, okay, and keep it moving. Well, your mom's
you can't give him that energy.
I bet. Like, it throws them. It's like your energy. So I feel like Mike has gotten to a point. Like, I'm on my Mr. Miyagi. Right. He on some Daniel son. Like, he a champion now. Mike on some, bro, I'm moving with you. I'm not even tripping on it. I'm gonna embrace it. It's a new level. That's what we on, energy. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It's been 2 weeks since the conference. Has y'all's energy went down any? What? It has? Oh. I thought the delay. I'm about to say, really? Not me. But
Not me.
Not even.
I've been blocking everybody that try to take away from me. I'm like, nope. I don't have time for you. Somebody well, answer your phone. It could be important. I said, I'm also important. Nope. So I had to, you gotta choose me. Yep.
Wait a second.
Can't do it.
Wait. So people been calling your phone. And you're not answering. And now they texting you like, yo, pick up. This could be important. But you already know, like, you probably on something else. So I'm gonna let you get that voice message.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And I'm important. My energy is
right,
important.
because the way that I was built up at the conference, I can't go back and say, I'm gonna go ahead and do it next week. It's not a massage. No, I can't go get that again tomorrow if I want it. I need to protect that for myself for as long as I possibly can. And so even when the little setbacks happen here and there, because they're gonna happen, it's inevitable. Even when the little setbacks happen, I'm just like, okay, let me get back into that state of mind and let me control what I can control. Everything else, I'm not about to deal with it. And so I really have had to limit my circle, limit the people that I'm around, because it's just their mentality is not where my mind is right now.
And the truth is, Krystle, everybody wants a piece of your energy because you're adding value to them, but people don't realize that everything is actually energy. Like, even though you may be coming to me for the energy that I possess, I can't allow you to come there because of the energy that you possess. People don't realize that energy goes both ways. You can't come to me with negative energy and try to feed off more of my positivity while you continue to take my energy down. No. You still have to protect that, because at the end of the day, everything is energy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just all good.
Right. You're not about to leave me depleted while you just filled up. And
exactly.
And it's so funny because I'm such a giving person. I'm such an empathetic person. And, there are times where I'm just like, okay, I can give you a little bit, but I can't give you all of me this time. So if the conversation starts going in a way where now we talking about somebody and this and that, because what you're doing is you're taking away from my energy, but you're also adding to your depletion. Like, I can't allow you to be on the phone with me and keep, perpetrating the same thing that got you in this position in the first place. I can't do that. So not that I can't, I won't allow myself to do that anymore. So yeah, that's where I am. And I'm hoping I stay in this space for some time.
Yeah, for sure. And so, really what you're talking about is living a energy efficient lifestyle. Like, there are homes, there are light bulbs, there are things that are energy efficient. Meaning, when you screw that light bulb in, when you put that appliance in your house, it's not going to use up the same amount of energy that something else would. So there are people that is more earth conscious, more nature friendly. They're more energy conscious and energy friendly. They're watching their energy bill, because energy will cost you money. Energy will cost you money, right? And so there are people that was okay, before I put this light bulb in, before I get this microwave, before I get this appliance, is it energy efficient? Meaning, is it going to get the job done and add the value to my life without draining all my energy and costing me a whole bunch of money? And so I'm at a point in my life now where it's like, I want people around me that's energy efficient. I gotta go to Instagram and talk about that. I want people around me now that's energy efficient, that's going to serve their purpose, right? We're going to do what we got to do, but you're not finna drain all my energy, because time is money. Energy is money. People book me for energy. They want me to come to bring energy, not just the deep thought, not just the intellect, not just my presentation. They know there's an energy that I come with. And I'm very intentional about my energy. Like, before the conference, 2 days before the conference, I was mindful of what I watched, what I listened to. Like, I'm already mindful of that. I had Miss Kathy come through. I got an IV. I'm eating the right stuff, drinking lots of water. I'm getting plenty of rest, because I knew it's going to be 3 days of pouring, 3 days of serving. So I got to make sure that I'm efficient with my energy before I pour it out. And what I'm not going to do is, Chris, you like, I know it could be important, but I'm important. So it sounds like you are living a energy efficient lifestyle, and everybody that you work with needs to be energy efficient as well, so that they're not draining all your energy and costing you a whole bunch of time and money and energy. That thing deep. I need to pack that a little bit more.
You know what? Something I'm realizing is important
full
too.
Circle.
Something I'm realizing is important also, y'all, is that as much as we got to protect ourselves from people that may be depleting energy, it's very important to be so intentional that we are able to use the natural energy that we get from each other to balance out and benefit ourselves, as well as to bless somebody else. Let me explain what I'm saying. So when Jeremy, when you broke down the energy efficient, when you broke down the energy efficient in terms of electricity, it made me also think about something. So, some houses are powered through solar panels, right? Now, solar panels, they actually are already set up to use the sunlight that's going to rise every single day to power something that already exists. Is it possible? Can we be intentional to the point to where we don't need much from each other than what it is that we naturally have already, and we are able to intentionally go and utilize what the positivity that we get each and every day in terms of the things that we have access to, whether it be getting adequate sleep, whether it be a healthy eating situation, working out, having some type of prayer and devotion and focus, utilizing these things to not only protect our energy but to encourage us to continue and be in the best parts of ourselves. As amazing as this conference was, and as it will, I believe in my heart that it will always continue to be. The truth is that the conference cannot exist every single day of your life. We have to take and transfer the energy that we receive there and empower us throughout the rest of the year. I feel like the conference is like the sun, right? So it's a huge ball of energy, but we can't expect it to power every single part of our life. But if we utilize it correctly, it can power so much of what it is that we have going on, because we already put ourselves in position to receive what we needed for it and to make ourselves a process to where it pours out into other people. I just refuse to believe that we can take that into the next season or the next level of our life, y'all. I refuse to believe that it ain't possible. Mikey refuses to accept that you can't go to another level of this energy and I just refuse to believe it. That's all I'm saying.
I love it, bro. Mike, welcome to the next level. Welcome to the next level podcast with Mikey. With Next Level Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something. I'm sitting here taking notes, bro, for what we're talking about, because it's key. And we've mentioned, Chris, like, okay, protecting our energy and being cautious where we extend or give out our energy. But can we just talk about like what happens when 2 or 3 are gathered? Like, can we just talk about like what happens when we come together with that collective energy? I truly feel it was not, and I'm talking about the conference now. So shout out to everybody that was in Atlanta, Georgia for our epic, life-changing Next Level Speakers Conference. Mike, Krystle, am I lying when I said epic and life-changing? Was that cap? Was that a stretch in 20 seconds? Like,
not even close. Not even close.
Okay.
It's like, I know we had a podcast episode before this about how
last week
transformative it would be, but that didn't even like scratch the surface on what it was. Like it went way past expectations, way past what we could have ever even imagined. And it's just, I mean, you could tell it's just God.
Yeah, that part, just God. Like, it was absolutely amazing on so many levels. And I really feel that it's because the people, it wasn't just me and our brand and our company and our organization and the spirit that's with us. And it wasn't just the prayers. I believe when you put hundreds of people in a place, their energy was already good. It was already electric. I was up in my room getting ready. I had already came down and prayed over the place and made sure everything was how I need to be. Then I dipped right before registration took place, and I'm on the phone with Dewan. He's like, bro, the energy is amazing. He's like, bro, you got to get down here. I was like, all right, Mike and Krystle on stage. How long have they been up there for? Because I knew I could not be there for 20, 30 minutes and y'all do y'all thing. Like, I would have exploded. So I really need to time it to where when I came in, 4 or 5 minutes, and I can jump on stage and go from there. And so I really feel like, and this is why people often say, everybody has heard people say, you got to get in the room. And I feel like there are some people that probably say, oh, that's just some social media, just some marketer trying to say you got to get in the room to network and rub soldiers. Sometimes you got to get in the room, to rub off on some of that energy that they have. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hear them hiccups, some things going crazy. Sometimes you got to get in the room to rub off on that energy, that insight, that energy, that love, that knowledge, like that spirit. And so for me, I feel like at the conference, it was so thick and it was so heavy. Just the energy alone, the spirit alone was just different. And so for people, Mike and Krystle, right? For the people that feel like, man, I saw the live episode at the conference. So if y'all missed that 2 weeks ago, we did a live episode at the conference. Then we dropped the episode last week. We kind of fully broke down the conference, not even all the way. We got to talk about my man Gavin a little bit too. But Mike and Krystle, what advice would you give someone that's like, okay, I've been hearing y'all talk about this energy, but what happens if I miss the conference? What if y'all don't have the next event until January? Like, what am I supposed to do until then? Like, what advice, Krystle, would you give to someone that's like, I hear you. I know energy is everything. Like, everything is energy, but like, how do I get more positive energy in my life? What would you give them, Chris? And then I'm going to go to Mike as well.
Until then, you know what? People have been asking too, just a side note, about if there's a video that they can watch on the conference. I don't know if that's ever going to be available, but people have been asking about that. I would say just look at some of the footage that's out there. Like, some people recorded some very powerful stuff. And I think in order to get an idea of what they would experience, they got to go to those videos. They got to read those captions. Like, if someone tells you this was so powerful, I can't even put it into words. And it's not just one person. You see every caption has that in their caption. It's you know, okay, let me imagine what this is like, but let me take away from this video the message that's in here. Also, just talk to the people that were there. Get associated with those people, because they can share some stories, but again, they can't recall every single thing, because what one person take away, might not be what you take away. And, there's something for everybody. And there was a lot of things for everybody, but you just kind of have to keep that conversation going. If you have these calls, or if you have any sort of phone lines where you can start, recreating the environment, like little pieces of the environment, I would say do that. But ultimately, I think for me, how I relive it is I just go back to the videos, and I go back to the messages that, I see shared, and kind of like some of those little testimonials that I've seen.
Yeah.
I feel like everything is. I feel like everything is divine, right? In terms of timing. Mm-hmm. There are some people, and trying to say, and I hope that you don't, but for the people that do, it'll make up for it. Listen, the pride in me wants to say you don't deserve this conference if you need convincing, right? But that's not God. That's me. Telling you right now, like, you just whatever, right? But what I will say is that some people aren't ready for this conference. This conference is not for everybody, as much as I want everybody to get a chance to witness this. This conference is for people who are ready to change their life. This conference is for people who are tired of the same old thing. This conference is for individuals who refuse to settle. This conference are only for individuals who know that they were called for more, for greater. People that are okay settling or shunning that little voice inside of them that says that they can do more, and just dying, working, and coming home and then calling it quits whenever life says so. This conference isn't for you, because everybody is not okay with being uncomfortable. Some people want to live inside of their comfort zone, and I get it. But for people that want to be great, that know that they were called for more and don't have proof, for people that are tired of being swindled by people around them who don't hear their vision or don't respect their purpose or something that God has called you to, like, this is for you. You have a group of people who are waiting to not only embrace, but celebrate you. When you finally listen to yourself and tell yourself that you're not going to keep settling for what you settle for, or you're not too broken to be healed. This is for those of you who want to give yourself or give God one more chance to try to turn this thing around. If you're not willing to quit on yourself, if you're willing to give whatever little energy you have left to yourself and to the rest of your life, this conference is for you. But some people are simply just not ready.
But Mike, I'm not even on. I'm on the people that's like, okay, I missed the conference, but how can I get this good energy day to day? Speak to that real quick in 30 seconds, because you went somewhere so deep. But that was for if to come. If they can't make talk to the people that's like, I hear y'all. I hate. I didn't know about the conference. I missed it. I'll be at the next one next year. But in the meantime, how can I get around this energy? What advice would you give them?
Watch the podcast. Follow the pages. I'm not joking. Watch the podcast, y'all. Join the Next Level Speakers Academy, or follow us on social media. DM us and ask for individuals to help support you in this life that you're trying to live. There are resources that we have available. We are a family, and we are not stingy with our energy, but you have to be congruent to what we are trying to do in terms of our purpose. That's it. That's my time.
You said that we're not stingy with our energy. Me, I'll say I'm selective with my energy. I feel you. So
on the podcast.
Okay.
So Mike is free loving. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, with the podcast. Oh yeah, with the podcast, we're gonna overwhelm you. But I am selective with my energy. And I'm in a place in my life now, man, where my circle is getting smaller. You know, people that was with me for past 5, 10, 20 years. You know, there's a few that's not with me now. Our circle is getting smaller but stronger because I have to protect my energy, because energy is everything. And when we say energy, I'm not even talking about rah, like give me that energy. I'm just like, what's your energy like in your heart like? Like, you really got love for me? Is there a little jealousy, a little animosity? Is there a little hate? Like, this thing is deep, man. The word of God says the heart is equally wicked. Who can know it, right? So even on our best day, we still miss the mark. So when we talk about energy is everything, I'm looking at everybody's energy. Like, it's like it's people. Man, let me tell you something. Before the conference, you could ask Devon, because he manages my social media page. I got 5 to 7 people per week. Bruh, I want to connect with you. I want to tap in with you. I just want to serve. You ain't got to pay me. I just want to be in the room. I just want to be a blessing. Here they go, because they've been watching me for years. I just want to add value. And I ain't mad at that. But I do kind of sometimes question and wonder, like, all right, what that mean? Like, it's so many people. Now, after the conference, oh my God, folks is like, bruh, I've been trying to tap in with you. I want to get with you. I'm like, bro, I'm really good, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you for reaching out. But like, bruh, I'm in my 40s now. I don't really need new friends. Like, I love you. I got love for you, but I'm not looking to just bring on a whole bunch of new people. I want to refine the strength in the tribe that God has already blessed me with. I want to bless and look out for everybody, but as far as like that inner, that thing is different, man. And so I just want to let all y'all know, y'all got some insight from Mike, got some insight for Krystle. My advice to you is to find people in your community, at your school, at your job, in your neighborhood that's got that good positive energy, that's got a good heart. They might even move at a different frequency than you. But if that energy is good, like, it's some people, let me tell you something. Let me tell you about energy. Mike, you know Akia Keith? She won 2 awards,
bro,
Krystle. She won our Drop Mic Award. Oh yeah. She won our Drop Mic Award. And she won our Next Level Leadership Award. Because her energy is so good. Amazing. Because her energy is so pure.
Yeah.
Man, I invited her to the house.
Yeah.
I invited her to the house like a week before the conference. I was like, yo, what you doing Monday? I was like, man, we're going to be at the house planning and strategizing.
That's different. Yeah.
I said, your energy, your spirit is refreshing. I said, pull up at the crib. She's like, oh my God, coach, for real? I said, Absolutely. I said, I feel like God told me to tell you to come through. I felt open with bringing her into my home because the energy of her heart is there. And so y'all got to find, we're not saying find people with crazy energy and rah, because there's some ratchet people out there. It's some drama people. Let me tell you something. I'm eliminating people in my life. It's always drama. It's like, man, drama chase you in the church, outside the church, in the streets, in corporate. It's always some type of drama. Every year is something new. I'm like, I don't want to.
And it's always somebody else's fault.
It's that person. I'm like, there's a pattern. And the one common denominator is you. Energy. I'm like, I love you, but I just can't I can't make a deposit there. I love you.
Right. I
recently had to release somebody. I love this person. I told this person, like, yo, hit my phone. We gonna keep building. I got love for you, still praying for you. Like, you still my people. I ain't changing my number. I ain't blocking you. Like, but because of some things, like, we can no longer move together like this. But I love you. I'm just in a place now where God has taken me. Right. Chris, you know what I'm about to say. There's no gray area in my life. I cannot question anything. I can't afford to have any Akins in the camp. I can't afford to have anybody that's like kind of, I can't afford, we're too fragile. A brand, organization, company, ministry, I can't do it. Right. And so I'm just like, I just really want to make sure, man, everybody listening, you tap in with people that have good energy. You tap in with people that have good intention, that have a purity of a heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you want to do. All right. Yeah. So that's what I would say, do. You ask God. You might be thinking like, yeah, I hear y'all, but I mean, where I live, maybe you in a big city or small town, rural area, I don't know. Maybe you like, yeah, but in the country I live in, because we international, baby, you know what I'm saying, 40 countries now. What's up, my people? Drop the little shout out to all of our international listeners one time. And it's okay, the moment passed, don't drop it late. You feel me? You feel me? The latest, not the knob. Oh, there we go. There we go. Come on, wake up, Prince. Let's get it, man. Check this out, man. Shout out to all of our people behind the scenes. Let me help you out with that time. There we go. There we go. But really, like, for those of y'all that's like, yeah, I hear you, but I don't really have people like that, ask God. How powerful? Ask God. Okay.
I'm trying.
Hey, God. Man, I really need you to. Oh, yeah, y'all still there? Yeah, I really need you. I really need you. I really need you, God, to send somebody. I really.
Okay. Ooh, I'm trying to be a mature adult right now.
Here, Jay. We here, bro.
You good.
We here. My boy Jeremy said, I'm so next level. I got my own sound effects. I don't need no production. He said, what?
Y'all like, crazy, man.
Oh, man. Next level.
That and the hiccups, man.
That's crazy.
I don't know why I've been playing with these hiccups. Hey, but this is all I was saying. Then we're going to talk about G and wrap this thing up in the next 2-3 minutes, man, because I got to get ready for an appointment. But to everybody internationally, in the country, wherever, it's like, I hear y'all, but I really don't have nobody, you know, in my life like that, with that type of energy. Ask God. Be like, yo, God, man, send some dope people my way that's going to make some deposits and put me in a position to make a deposit into them. Like, ask God. I'm there, Mike. I'm going to God for more things, because how I'm wired and because of the success I've been blessed to be able and privileged to have, I tend to always go to solving problems. But God is like, bro, let me be God. Like, come to me first. You so used to like doing things. Like, just come to me. Like, bring it to my attention. Let me flex my muscle one time. So, because I'm so hard-headed, and this is a whole nother podcast, he be having to like choke me out, put me in a full Nelson headlock. Like, no. I'm going to show you. I'm going to block this situation, and your works will not going to move the needle, but watch me show up. And with all that being said, if y'all are like, I hear you, I don't have nobody like that, ask God to give somebody to you. Now, let me tell y'all who God gave to us. His name is Gavin Vandervent, my brother, Mike's brother, our brother out there in South Africa, Cape Town, South Africa. Shout out to Gavin, man. Drop a little burn for Gavin. Drop a little sound effect for Gavin one time, man.
Drop a little burn.
So I hit Gavin. Hey, little burn. I hit Gavin. Like, Gavin, you need to be here for the conference. flew Gavin in. He was here, and just to see the joy, the energy that he got. Let me tell you, he was already doing great work in South Africa. He's got our 40 kids in college. He's doing the work in the communities with Craig and our Feed My Sheep team. Craig and them so committed. You know what I'm saying? He's handling his business there. But after this conference, talk about energy, he's gonna go to a whole new level. How did it feel, Mike? Just briefly, bro. Because we could talk about Gavin for the next hour. I gotta wrap it up. But how did it feel? You know what I'm saying? To have Gavin here on our home field advantage, on our home turf for the conference.
This is what I mean when I tell y'all, it's like Christmas, y'all. It's a family reunion. It's that time when our family, see, y'all look at family reunion, y'all think so small. Y'all like, oh yeah, I got a family from a couple states. Like, no, our family is all over the world. And we got literally people everywhere that are doing amazing things, and being able to celebrate and see him on our turf, seeing him get excited about different things. Gavin used to look left and right. He'd be like, bro, why is there so many Waffle Houses? What's a Waffle House? I'm like, oh, shoot. He don't know what Waffle House is. Like, Jay is taking him to the finest dining. Like, he's getting a chance to eat so much food. And Gavin, sometimes I'm like, Gavin, are you full? Why are you not eating? He's like, bro, I'm just taking it all in. Like, I'm just taking this all in. I'm looking around, and he looks like a tourist in Jeremy's home. Like, he's recording himself, and he's not taking all these videos to simply post on social media. He's literally walking around Jay's crib in the pool. I'm sitting out there. I'm like, hey, weirdo, what you doing back there? He's like, hey, I got Portia and Tay-Tay on the phone. I'm like, oh, he's literally showing his family that he's where he's been watching all these years. And y'all don't worry about me calling my brother a weirdo. Wow. Like, this is how we joke back and forth, okay? That's my love language, okay? Like, we joke with each other, y'all. Like, but he literally is just overwhelmed and so excited, and I just couldn't be happier to spend these moments, seeing amazing moments with him at the conference and watching him be impacted. It was just next level, y'all.
Shout out to everyone that won an award too.
Yes. We could do a whole podcast on the award ceremony. Shout out to everybody that's listening, but to all of our YouTube followers, Mike, Krystle, let's just shoot them some energy real quick. Come on, shoot us some energy. Man, we love y'all, man. Make sure you live an energy efficient life. Remember, y'all, everything is energy, so protect your energy, protect your peace, you know what I'm saying? And make sure you keep that good energy around you, and you be the person that other people want around them. We'll see y'all next week.